For those that don't know me, my name is Katia, and do me a favor and subscribe. I'm gonna show you guys how I edit my Instagram photos, how I get the vintage look that I do, and I'm about to show you what apps I use and how I do it. So to start off with, I'm gonna show you how I edit a selfie. So I'll quickly take a selfie now because I glammed myself this morning. We're gonna go with this one. I've got one. First, what I do is I go on to Facetune. So Facetune is number 2. It's basically all I do is blemish control, and I maximize my eyes, so like intensify them so they stand out more. So what I do is I go into the smooth and I smooth my face, just because I do have a lot of pimples and blemishes that every teenage girl has, but they are an insecurity of mine. And then get rid of my little upper lip sweat that's going on there. And if you see the difference, that's before and then after. Amazing, we love it. Then we're gonna go to intensifying my face. So what I do is that I will go into touch up, then I'll go into eyes, I'll zoom in on that, and then I just intensify that. So ready for the difference? Are we ready? Not intensified, intensified. It's honestly just that little touch. It like sharpens your eyeballs. Continuing on the touch up, I'm gonna scroll and I'm gonna go to my lips. Again, it just outlines my lips and sharpens my lips. So everything is basically sharpened and the best quality that I can get for my photo. And then we're gonna blur out a little bit of my underbags. And that's literally it. There we have it. Before, after. Before, after. Before, after. And then we're gonna save that. All right guys, the trick with Instagram to get the best quality photos is not passing your photo through too many apps. It honestly just ruins the quality of your photo. I didn't know that until I had my girlfriend tell me that, Katia, why are you using so many apps? And I was like, because they're like all different things, like for different filters and like different. She's like, no, she's like, most 2 apps, because the quality becomes shit and then you have to sharpen it and sharpen it and sharpen it to try and get that quality, but it's just not as, I guess, authentic. So my next app is my all-time favorite. It's called Tessa, and this is how I get the vintage look. So I'm gonna go into Tessa. We're importing that here. The photo's looking a little bit dark, so to make it just a tad brighter, I'm gonna go to exposure, and I'm just gonna put it on number 4. So that just brightens up a tad so it's not so dull. All right, shadow. So I always like to do the shadow just to make it a little bit darker and bring out the dark colors in the photo, like my hair. And then I'm not gonna touch the vintage just yet. We're gonna go play with the filters. So honestly, the filters are very intense, so you have to play with the little line that sits there. So if I want that look, I'll probably sit at about a 10. And then you'll go into grain, which obviously gives you that vintage look. And then, best part about this app, oh my goodness, I love it, is that I will go into the borders, and this is what like fully gives me that vintage look. So I'll play around with them to show you. So you've got this, you can go up and down on that, which is honestly amazing. Gives me that little like film roll kind of look. Or I'll go into this one, which is one of my favorites. Play around with that. And then that was before and that's after. And then just to make it a little bit more vintage, I'm gonna play with the temperature. Go a little bit more on the grain, and there we have it. That is how you get a selfie. Now I'm gonna show you guys how I do like a stand-up, like a full body photo. So we're going into the Tessa app, and then I'm gonna add the photos that I want to add. So I'm gonna add all of my 6 photos. So obviously you can see they're importing. I am going to go into this photo right here, which is my main photo on my recent Instagram. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go into fresh. So fresh is what makes the photo really light, and I love this filter because it just brightens up your photo, but only like a tad. So we don't want it too bright because obviously it's too intense. If you're going for more that filter look, then I suggest go the full 50. But I don't. I want it more of a subtle look to my Instagram, if you know what I mean. We're gonna do 25, so you can see that's happening like that. So then we are going to go to exposure, and then we're just gonna touch it to 2. Not too much. We're gonna sharpen it. So just to have it that mint condition. Yeah, amazing. So we can see what the app's already done to the photo. So this is what it was naturally taken like on my camera. Now you can see what the Tessa app does to it. So I didn't touch this photo too much. It only just needed like a tad. So we're gonna go save. Best part about this app, instead of having to do all of that again 6 times through, you literally just tap on the photo that you've just edited, and then you're gonna go copy edit, and then you're gonna go tap on all of the other 5 photos, and then you're gonna go paste edit. And there we have it. All of those photos now have the exact same filter that you've just put on the first photo. So we've got that photo, we've got that one, all looking the same. The before, the after. Honestly, it's beautiful. I love this app so much. To finish off this video, I am going to show you how to get like a vintage film kind of look with making a really cool video. You know, for the couples out there, honestly, if you want to make a really cute montage with all the photos and videos that you have and make it look like really cute and vintage, this is the app. But I'm just gonna show you doing it with some videos that I've got on my phone because I'm single. So you're gonna import all the videos that you want. So if I want it more of a vintage film, as you can see there, I can add more specs. I can go, if I want it blurry, I can add it blurry, but I don't really like the blur. I want some white lines. I'm gonna add some dark lines, and I'm gonna add a bit more frequency. If I want the vintage gives it that real like darkness around the edges. But see, that's what the video looked like before. And then I went into stop motion. It's honestly amazing. If you've got like heaps of videos, it does turn out quite well. So if I wanna put up the seconds, it goes quicker, or you can go really slow so you can actually see what's happening. So that's the kind of look I'm going for. And honestly, that's literally it. If I want to change frames, I can put it into a border like that, or I can put it like the film roll and do that, which I think I like this one better. So there we go. That's how you do that real vintage look. I put it on my Instagram before and a lot of you have asked me how to do it. So if you guys want to use this app, Tessa, you do have to pay for it. I think it's a subscription of like $7 a month, but honestly, it's worth it. If you want to do a bit more with your Instagram or have more fun editing photos and you enjoy it, I suggest you get that app. I'll show you a few of my other apps that I do use. Color tone I use to kind of give myself that real tan look. Say I'm gonna tap on that photo, I'm gonna go edit. So obviously you can see I look quite pale. So I'm literally just gonna go to the Maldives edit, but it's quite strong. So the edit again is very harsh, and that's not what you want. If I just bring it down a little bit, that gives me that tan look. Makes me a little bit more sun-kissed, it brings out my eyes. Again, you can play with the sharpness. You can also change the temperature, whether or not you want it to be more vintage, if you want it to be like more of a blue look. There are heaps and heaps of filters on here. It's another really good app, and I know that a lot of influencers use color tone and Tessa. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. Hopefully you're like, damn, like I really want to try it. It's a good insight to see how influencers change just a normal photo into something that becomes trending or stuff like that. Just like looks more aesthetically pleasing. So I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Mwah. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think, how the apps go for you. If you did enjoy it, if you didn't, let me know. But yeah, bye.